everyone! In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the most adorable little cat and glasses set that has a few little 3D textures built into it. And I'm also going to be showing you the House of Nourish collection from Madam Glam, which I had the honor of introducing on their Instagram and TikTok accounts in a little live video. I showed all the colors and I played with them a little bit. I had such a great time doing that. If you happen to watch them, I hope we got to say hi to each other a little bit. It was a great time, but I absolutely love these colors. I loved getting to try them out and get to just see them. The textures of these colors are amazing. I've never seen anything like that. They look like stone. It is such a cool, just new thing. I love new things. So I hope you are as excited about these as I am. All the color names are in the description box below, so check that out, and I will see you all next time. Bye. I'm going to begin with the color Glimpse of Light, which is one of those really cool effects. So this collection has 4 of those stone effects and then 4 cream colors. And then with one of the cream colors, which is the one that is 8 of blue, I'm going to start by painting my cat. So that has 2 of the stone effects, so 2 of those Glimpse of Light coats in the background, carrying between each coat. And then to do my cat, I want it to be really big on the nail. So it's going to cover up the majority of this nail. And I'm going to start out with just the top of the forehead and then the ears, which are going to be the triangles pointing up. And then I don't know why I'm painting in the shape of like the jaw or the bottom of the cat's face, because I could have just taken the bottle brush and filled in the rest of this nail, which in a moment you will see me just grabbing and doing, because eventually I'm like, what am I doing? Why do I bother? I'm going to mix a smidge of black gel paint into my 8 of blue to darken it, and this is going to be my detail color, or at least the start of my detail color. With that, I'm going to just rough in all of the shapes that I want. Depending on what kind of patterning that you might want on your cat, this will be where you get to figure that out. So I'm going to give mine some tabby stripes. The first place I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself some symmetry and give those 2 little 11 lines down the center of the forehead. And then I'm going to outline the ears and give a little bit of little hair lines on the ears. That's going to be how I'm going to outline my ears and place them, is by doing little feather hair strokes. Down the middle of those little 11 lines, I'm going to place the nose, and then with some polka dots as my guidelines, I'm going to start drawing in my eyes. I am still using my black gel paint and 8 of blue mix, but as I am using it, I can kind of play around with how much black versus 8 of blue I have so that I can use gradations of that color combination. So if I want it to be a little bit of a lighter color, then I can have more 8 of blue. If I want it to be darker, for instance, around the eyes or on the nose, then I can use more of the black gel paint. The great thing with using, colors that you're mixing together as you go, if you have a little palette like I do, is that you do have that control and you can kind of play with it as you are working. So I'm going to continue adding those little details. The more details you add, obviously, the more realistic your cat is going to be. If you don't want to add as many details, that is certainly your choice. One place to try to make sure you do have a sharper line, though, with those little hair strokes is going to be the bottom of that chin, or like the under the head line. I am also going to be adding some stripes down my cat's chest. So it does kind of just continue that stripage going all the way down. The next color I will be using is the one that is called New Quest, which is another one of the cream colors from the House of Nourish collection, which is a lighter gray. And I will be using that to do all the highlighting on my cat, at least to begin with. If you want to use, you could also mix some white gel paint into your 8 of blue if you want to use just the one color and then add white and black to change the shade. I personally like to use the different colors. So New Quest is more of a traditional gray. So as you can see, it almost looks beige against the 8 of blue because it doesn't have the blue undertone to it. I like to do that because it adds more depth to color. It adds more, variety. So I prefer to do it that way. I did add a little bit of white to my New Quest, and now I'm going to be using that secondary color to add brighter highlights. So I've already got some highlights. Now I'm going to be using my brighter shade to add some more highlights. So any place I want to really have a peak at, tip of the nose, eyes, in the ears, I'll be using my now even lighter, brighter color to be adding more of those. I'm going to definitely add some of that to the cheeks and around the eyes. When I'm painting my cat, I want to make sure that those facial features really get pulled out. I want the eyes, nose, mouth area to really get highlighted. I want those spots to be a focal point. So those areas you don't want to forget when you are highlighting them. Add a little bit of highlight to the nose just with the 8 of blue. Don't make it too bright. Don't make it too crazy. Going back to your dark colors, go back any places that you might have over highlighted or some areas that might need to go and have their darkness reevaluated. Add some more to that. I'm going to redo some of the lining on the eyes, darken them up a little bit, go through with just straight black gel paint if you need to. Now using the color Divine Self, which is the purplish grayish color, I'm going to be using that inside the cat's eyes and a little smidgy on the nose. Now with straight black gel paint, I am going to be adding the final details around my cat's eyes, making sure I outline them and add the pupil. Between each of these color changes, I am doing a full cure. Just as in case you were curious, make sure you are curing between each layer. Add a little bit of that straight black any place you think it needs it, a little bit of it here and there around the painting, as well as on the nose and the ears. Same thing, you want those areas to be the brightest for both the highlights and the darkest for your shading. With white gel paint, I'm going to be adding some of those whiskery details in the ears, and then obviously just the whiskers on the cheeks. And then with my gold, this is gold gel paint, I'm going to be using that to be adding my glasses. There is gold flakes in the stone textured gel polishes in this collection. So I'm using this gold gel paint to be adding the glasses on my cat. I think this is just the funniest little combination, and I loved how the gray tones and the gold just play off of each other, and it just is such a nice, surprising combination. After I have my glasses on, they're cured, I'm going to use the Velvet Matte Top Coat to apply top coat, and then using the Frosting 3D Gel, I'm going to add that over just my glasses. The Frosting 3D Gel does not require any top coating, so after this has been applied and cured, you are just good to go on this nail. I do want to say that take your time when you're using the Frosting 3D Gel. If you try to apply it too quickly, it isn't going to get to be as thick, so if you do little sections at a time and apply it nice and kind of slow and steady, that's when you're going to get the nice poofy like 3D paint look. After the glasses are done, cure, that one's done. So now using the colors Glimpse of Light and Shining Star, I'm going to create an ombre. These colors ombre so easily. I'm using the ombre brush and just a little bit of swiping, and they blended right together. So simple. And then I'm going to go through with my gold gel paint and add just some squiggles going through them. There's the first one. I'm going to add 2 squiggles on each of my accent nails just to have some fun. This little background color called for just some kind of randomness. I think that's just what it was asking for, some kind of natural looking random lines. Then the Velvet Matte Top Coat, cure, and then once again the Frosting 3D Gel. These accent nails on their own, I feel like would make a really cool, fun set. And I feel like it's also a nice like back to school combination, you know, especially for like an older back to school aged kid, something they don't want something too flamboyant, like, you know, they're past the I want pencils on my nails age. They want something cool. I feel like this could be it. This is like the cool age. This is the cool cat nails for back to school if you are, you know, a back to school era person. So here we are. I hope you guys are as excited about this collection as I am. I really did, my jaw dropped and I said, ooh, when I opened the box because I was so excited. I have all the color names listed down below, so check that out and I will see you all next time. Bye.